Hi guys, welcome to another edition of Tonight Show at Home edition. The sun came out just now, so I figured it's a perfect time to maybe do the intro from outside. We have a great show tonight, but before we get into the show, I just do want to say it's so tough this week. It's Thursday, and I know everyone's at home doing their part, staying at home, which is great. I just wanted to give a special shout out tonight to New York City because we do our show from Manhattan in New York City, and we're very lucky to do our show from there. And so I just want to say, New York City, you're in my thoughts all the time, but especially today. We're losing a lot of great people, transit workers, sanitation workers, firefighters, police officers, people that are just doing their jobs. And that's all they're doing. And I just want to let them know that they will not be forgotten. And what they're doing is an amazing job, and you make our country proud. So thank you so much. And just like the sun will shine again. It will. And we'll be back in the city doing the show from there. We have an amazing show tonight. My favorites of all time, rap icons, New York City icons. Speaking of New York, Ad Rock and Mike D from the Beastie Boys are on the show tonight, and their charity is foodbanknyc.org. Again, thank you, Winnie, for drawing these. Kind of looks like I could have done this one. Anyway, but the Beasties have a story called The Beastie Boys Story on Apple TV Plus this Friday coming out. Also, we have Anna Kendrick, whose film Trolls World Tour is out also on Friday, and Universal DreamWorks did this cool thing where they're releasing it through TV, so you don't have to go to theaters. I think that's a good move. Her charity she's working with is the Trevor Project, which helps out LGBTQ youth communities, and you'll see what they do, the great stuff, if you go to that website. Also, our buddy Sting, speaking of legends, stops by to help me and the Roots out. We might have forced him to do it. Might have, but you'll see what we do with classroom instruments, kind of just stuff that we can do around our house with the Roots. It's an all-new Tonight Show. Let's start it with a monologue. Hi guys, welcome to the Tonight Show at Home edition. Well, Passover started last night, and I heard a lot of people celebrating, held virtual seders using Zoom. It's great if you ever wanted to watch your grandpa eat soup from the perspective of the spoon. I saw that Pope Francis will be streaming Easter Mass on YouTube. You know, these are strange times when the Pope ends Easter Mass with, "Be sure to like and subscribe." Smash that like button.
Was that number 2?
Yeah.
You should wait for me.
Certainly was. Francis? That's right, Easter is in a few days, but there is an egg shortage. Did you hear that? Yeah. Which means a lot of kids won't be able to dye eggs. So if you're a bald dad, do the right thing. Let your kids color your head. Yesterday, Dr. Fauci said he doesn't think that we should ever shake hands again, which would be weird when every job interview starts with an awkward chest bump. Are you pretending you're serious again? Why don't you just smile and just, what?
I am.
What are you doing?
I
mean, to be serious? What does that mean? Sesame Street. Sesame Street's Elmo is hosting a virtual play date to help entertain kids during the pandemic. Meanwhile, the count will help parents add up all the pounds they've gained during the quarantine. 10, 20, 30 pounds. You ate too many cookies. Mama, I want to know what that is. I don't get it. I don't really know what that means. All right, guys, sit up. Sit up. Here we go. Ready? Some business news. Disney Plus has added more than 50 million subscribers in the last 5 months. That's incredible. That's like taking all of Quibi's subscribers and adding 50 million. I saw that Verizon has now stopped all in-home repairs and installations except for emergencies. Meanwhile, parents are like, "I'm stuck with 2 kids under 10 and no internet. This is an emergency." Hello? Hey, put your hand on top of my hand and say wing wing.
Wing wing.
Hello?
I'm not doing that.
All right.
Wait.
Hello?
Can I do that again?
Yep, you can. Hold on, let me tell the joke first. Waffle House is starting to sell the signature waffle mix and sold out of it in 4 hours. First 30 people who bought it also got a lipstick-stained mug and dried up syrup container. And finally, so that April is National Poetry Month, or as parents who are homeschooling put it, Merlot is red, Bud Light is blue. Today, Mommy and Daddy need juice time too. There you go, everybody. That is our monologue. It's time for hashtags. Yay! Hi, everybody. It's time for hashtags. We play this game online where we give you a subject or a topic, and then we ask you to comment on all those. And so our subject was my quarantine superpower. This week, we went on Twitter, and I put an example. I said, I have the superpower. I can start an argument with a single look. And anyways, thank you guys so much for submitting. It was number 5 trending, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. So now I'd like to do this week's hashtags. You ready? I'll give it to you, give it to Franny, okay? This one is from at PSU_Rose. She said, I could tell the U.S. mail truck from the UPS truck from the FedEx truck based only on the sound of their engines and brakes.
What do I do instead?
You can stack them.
What do you do?
It's from at LizSim35. I can make my face look like I'm fascinated when my husband tells the same story again. I got a smile. Here you go, bud. This one's from at Roaming Oceans. Said, rapid wine evaporation capabilities. This one's from Scott in Ohio for now. It says, I can make the numbers on my scale go up every day. Oh, that's a good power. There you go. This one is from Fed Up Human KS. Convincing my kid I'm on Zoom when I just want to be alone for a bit.
Daddy, why are you sitting on me?
Who is saying that?
Me!
Where are you coming from?
Behind you?
You upstairs?
Just look behind you! Right down.
Are you a flamingo?
Down!
Let's just go to our last hashtag. This one's from at Mang Mary Berry 80. She says, is rage a superpower? Those are our hashtags. Thank you so much for submitting. I really appreciate it.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.